Welcome to the late night on TV show, broadcasted on NBC, presented by Capital One, and sponsored by Red Bull Extreme. I am presenting you your host, Jason Guggemos.
How's it going, everybody? Oh, wow, what a great audience we got here. Got a great show for you guys tonight. I'm here with the characters from Lord of the Flies. Let's talk to them. So our first two guests tonight are Ralph and Jack. I understand you guys were trapped on an island with no adults around. How'd you go about survival?
Well, I was elected leader early on, and it's very important for a good leader to direct the group in order to increase our chances of survival. And I think we work best when we remain calm and we keep a fire going.
What were some of the challenges you guys faced?
Well, while we were walking, we came across a dead paratrooper, and the other boys seemed to be scared, but I was able to lead the group with a sense of caution while others seemed to go crazy.
That's not true in any sense or fashion.
I'm sorry, do you have something to say about that?
Yeah, I do. Contrary to whatever he says, he's not as good as a leader as he thinks he is. He just sits around all day. It's important to act and actually do things.
Well, while you were messing around, I was building shelters to actually help us survive.
Yeah, and do you remember you were scared of the beast and I wasn't, little baby?
You think you'd be a better leader than me?
Yeah, compared to you, I'd be Obama.
Why, you little...
We got our next guest here, Piggy.
Hi, Mr. Guggemos. I'm super honored to be here. Nice meeting you, sir.
So I heard an interesting take the other day by researcher Michael J. Tarcia. He claimed that 3 trillion lions with heat-proof spacesuits could kill the sun. What do you think about that?
That's an interesting question, but I just don't see how it would be possible. The sun is over 1.4 million kilometers wide. That's just a mass too wide for the lions to get to. As soon as the lion ball gets to the sun, it would just break up. I mean, assuming they could get there if they had heat-proof spacesuits, which isn't really real. I mean, lions it's just not possible. I think this is a dumb question. Does this researcher, Michael J. Tarcia, have the proper accreditation?
Well, I'm not too sure about that. He seems like a smart guy. But do you think there would be a way that lions could kill the sun?
Well, yeah, I guess there'd be 2 possible ways. The first way is if the lions were condensed into like such a small mass that it created a black hole, right? But that's not something that's really documented, that phenomena. And even if it were created, it's like real life matter, right? So I'm not sure that the black hole would be even big enough to swallow the sun. So I think that's probably not a feasible option. Yeah, but there's another option which is slightly more realistic. The lion mass could just be so big that it just dwarfs the entire sun, essentially snuffing it out. But to get to that number, you would need probably a cube of the original 3 trillion lions in the question. Like, it's an inhumanly, well, in this case, inlionly number to comprehend.
Hey, listen up, nerd.
Roger.
Right? Science isn't always right. I don't care how far away the sun is, all right? Nothing's matching the ferocity and intensity of these lions. Nerd.
Oh, we got surprise guest Simon.
Hey, I don't think you need to insult him. It doesn't add anything to the question, but you do have a point. Super possible there are a bunch of extraneous factors that we are not considering.
Okay, don't be dumb, Simon. There's no need to compromise him. He's not someone who thinks with logic and reason. Roger's just someone who blindly follows Jack and attempts to antagonize people.
Dude, I have my own ideas all the time. Like,
Case in point, he's nothing but a mindless puppet, dude.
well, you always follow around Ralph.
No, I don't follow him around. I agree with whatever he does because he does rational things, but I don't treat him like my god.
All right, that's it.
Hey, cut the camera, cut the... Hey, cut the camera, cut the camera. Hold on, I don't think he's gonna make it. Well, that last segment certainly was something. Now on to music taste. Welcome back, Ralph, Jack, and Sam and Eric. Today, the question of the day is Travis Scott, Mr. Hebert's favorite rapper, the best musician in the game?
Yeah, obviously, Rager for life or you're just not living. Like, if you don't agree with this take, you're doing it wrong. You just don't understand the lifestyle, plain and simple.
Listen, it's so much more nuanced than that. You can't just limit yourself to one genre. You have to be broad and experience everything. Like me, I'm more of a classical guy.
Nerd.
Yeah, I like pop, but I can understand why you might like rap. It can be pretty interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Tell him that.
I like pop too.
I mean, I just don't understand how you can't think that Travis is not the best. Don't cough, okay? I just don't understand how you can't think Travis is the best rapper in the game. He's inspired an entire new generation to be adventurous and rebellious. Like, yeah, pop songs can have some meaning, but do you think something like "I came in like a wrecking ball" is really that inspiring compared to Travis's lines like "You can never change the world by trying to be like it"? He inspires people, okay?
You're so ignorant. It's funny. Listen, just because one of Travis's songs has meaning doesn't mean pop has no meaning whatsoever. You could easily just pick a Travis song and just look at lyrics like, if she's bad, she'll get a pass into the tour. Like, you can't tell me that's better than I came in like a wrecking ball. It's the same value.
You know, Ralph, I'm not sure if I agree with you. I think Jack might have a point. Songs like that, they might not have real meaning. Whereas Travis's song, they come from a place, from the heart. They're full of, raw...
Yeah, raw rage and emotion.
Emotion, that's right.
It's not that simple. You can't just switch sides like that.
I think Jack might be right. Well, that was a surprising turn of events. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, looks like I was right. All I did was prove that only the strong can survive in this world, and only the strongest can be recognized at this the very best. Ralph's practicality and civilization doesn't do very much when it doesn't actually produce any real results.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's our show for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and let's give a round of applause for the Lord of the Flies cast. I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, NBC, Capital One, and Red Bull Extreme. And I'd also like to thank the viewers for tuning in tonight. And as always, good night.
So this is our recap of the 5 questions, the screening questions, our audio memo recording explanation type thing, presented by NBC, sponsored by Capital One, and led by Red Bull Extreme. All right, number 1, does the work done by the student demonstrate a use of skills from AP literature? Well, yeah, I think it does personally. So to understand how the characters work, we have to annotate the book and understand it at a relatively advanced level. We have to understand how these characters would react in a real-world setting and how they would interact with different people and each other when not in, on an abandoned island.
Yeah, I think we need to really get the deeper meaning. We can't look at the surface level ideas in the book. We really have to annotate well and dig deeper in order to show how the characters would interact like we did here.
Yeah, I agree. Number 2, does the product demonstrate students' interest? Well, I like Lord of the Flies, and I had fun doing this. I feel like it shows that we understand the characters.
And I'm really into like film production and stuff, even if it's like small scale like this. So definitely. And Lord of the Flies, reading that over winter break was like one of my favorite books. So to combine both of the things that I really liked was really good.
Yeah, I think we really enjoyed this.
All right, is the project crafted and construed with individual thought and college level care? Well, yeah, I think it shows that we actually have a pretty advanced level understanding of the book. Like for one example, the use of Travis's music kind of like as a symbol of savagery, and how the twins were kind of turning away from from Ralph and to Jack's side and towards like savagery and betraying him,
Yeah, those kind of themes that you see, especially between Ralph and Jack, how we represented them with security and calmness versus chaos and just like savagery, like Nero was saying. I think those themes really showed themselves a lot throughout the video.
And Sam and Eric being the same person, I feel like that's pretty good understanding of them, because they're essentially the same person. They don't have any thoughts that really differ from each other, right? Number 4, does the product demonstrate a commitment to time and effort worthy of casual products? Yeah, we spent a lot of time on this. We spent a lot of time making the video, but not only that, we also spent time writing the script. We spent time analyzing characters and understanding how they would react in a real-world situation. 5, does the student have a plan of how he or she will communicate his or her ideas during the creation process?
Yeah, I think we definitely did have a plan going in. We had the ideas coming from the book that we annotated, and we used things like the 3 million lions, or 3 trillion lions rather, and the Travis Scott music. We used those to portray our ideas and put them into this late night talk show.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I have allergies. I was just forewarning you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hebert.
This is our lit project. Woohoo! Namaste.
Namaste.